This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, the holiday period brings uncertainty for some Cadbury workers as they work their last shift this Friday. Otago and Southland was hit again by strong winds with some gusts reaching over 100 kilometres per hour. And hundreds of farmers attend a meeting about the cow disease Mycoplasma bovis as more farms are locked down. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. There's not much Christmas cheer for many of the soon-to-be former employees of Dunedin's Cadbury factory. This Friday, 85 staff will finish their last shifts as the factory winds down operations.
On Friday, 85 Cadbury factory workers will walk out of these doors for the last time. They're all permanent long-term employees, and their Air 2 union delegate Teresa Gooch says it's been a very hard time for many.
I think everyone's quite emotional, pretty quiet in saying that as well. It's quite a surreal feeling really in there, and I don't think we're going to know exactly how people really feel until Friday.
The threat of this eventual closure has been hanging over workers for around a year, during which Teresa Gooch says the workers have had to work more and produce more.
It's been really hard on a lot of people, but we've done a lot of hours, doing 10-hour shifts, some doing 12 and Saturdays, so pumping out a lot of production till the finish, and I guess a lot of people focused on that to make the money that they can, and maybe take their mind off what's going on around us.
While she's not among the 85 leaving on Friday, Gooch says the mood in the factory has been sombre.
But as it's coming to an end, watching lines shut down around us and shelves being emptied, it's starting to hit home, I think, yeah.
The loss of their jobs ends many years of collective contribution to the iconic Dunedin institution, and Teresa Gooch says there will be tears.
I just think Friday's going to be a big day for a lot of people, and we'll just get through that. There'll be tears, I would imagine, yeah.
She says while it's going to be very hard for those leaving, she's not looking forward to be among the select few working in a ghost factory.
Kind of is going to be like that at the end. So I'm not going to like that, but I like the fact that I will be there till the end, because I'm very passionate about my job, and in the time I've spent there, I've been through a lot in life there in my time, so it means a lot to me.
Gooch says although this week, and especially the end of the year function, is going to be tough, she's urging her co-workers to keep positive. The last day for the Cadbury 85 is this Friday. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
2 people are dead after separate crashes in Otago overnight. The first person died in a single vehicle crash near Heriot in the Clutha district about 11 p.m. Police say it appears the vehicle left the road and crashed into a paddock between Switzers Road and Moncurs Road. The driver was the sole occupant of the vehicle. The road was closed while the serious crash unit investigated and was cleared by about 1 a.m. Meanwhile, a man is dead following a crash in North Otago early today. Police say the men's vehicle crashed into a bridge on the Wainakarua Road between Herbert, Hampton and Woodburn Road about 1:50 a.m. It appeared no other vehicle was involved. Police are investigating. Strong winds hit the south yesterday afternoon with gusts of up to 115 kilometres per hour recorded in both the Catlins and on Dunedin's swampy summit. The South Today was in Alexandra where the winds wreaked havoc for over an hour.
Wind gusts of up to 95 kilometres per hour caused damage in Alexandra around 4 o'clock on Tuesday. This garden in Brandon Street was damaged by a snapped utility pole and a toppled tree. Alexandra resident Alan Prattley said that his wife's prized garden was now substantially damaged.
Oh, well, it's a bit of a bugger really, but however, the wife will be more upset than I am because she's a gardener and she loves her garden. And I'll have to clean it up too, of course.
As their house had no power, The Pradleys said they were going out for dinner. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
Coronet Peak's Happiness Tree initiative has raised more than $5,000 for local charity Happiness House. The process is also eradicating over 200 wilding pines from the mountain. From early December until this Monday, Coronet Peak staff have been taking orders to deliver Christmas trees across Queenstown, with donations for the tree going to Happiness House. Coronet Peak Ski Area Manager Nigel Kerr says the campaign has been a real success. Hundreds of anxious farmers attended a meeting in Winton last night about the cow disease Mycoplasma bovis. 3 Winton farms are in lockdown after testing positive, and the Ministry for Primary Industries had some questions to answer. Sharon Rees was there.
Southland farmers filled Winton's Memorial Hall to capacity last night, with crowds spilling outdoors. They came to hear what the Ministry of Primary Industries had to say about the outbreak of Mycoplasma bovis in the region. A panel from the Ministry and Dairy New Zealand provided information and advice on the bacterial infection, but said there was still much to learn about where it came from and how to deal with it.
We don't understand all the links of the recent infected properties found here in Winton, but we do have some links, interestingly going the other way, back to some of the Oamaru infected places. So we need some time to understand what the implications of these this new network is, and where all of the cattle movements on and off these infected properties have been.
Waimate farmer Mark Shefford, who has affected neighbours, spoke of the hardship farmers faced in dealing with the bacterium.
Looking at the neighbours in no cows. He doesn't want to be your farm, not at all. It's depressing, really. You just feel for him at the moment, and I'm not too sure how they'll rebuild from this.
Despite Gwyn attempting to address the questions he believed would be of main concern to locals, there were plenty of other questions and concerns voiced once the information had been delivered. This Southland local said he had attempted to contact the ministry several times about cows on his land which had come from an infected farm, but with no response. And the crowd made it clear they didn't appreciate the response he got.
Put your hands up and say, it's not my problem. Let's work together and let's come up with a solution to the problem. I have rang MPI 6 times to try and facilitate an outcome. We've kept the cattle on the property. We've done our best and tried to work with them. So don't give me a lecture on whether I'm doing my bit or not, pal, because that's not the truth.
The meeting carried on well into the night, with Gwyn assuring farmers ministry staff would be working over Christmas and New Year to contain the infection and assist locals with inquiries. I'm Sharon Rees for The South Today.
Still to come on The South Today, medicinal cannabis may become more readily available for people in pain, according to the Health Minister. And Presbyterian supporters are astounded by the generosity of local people and businesses donating to their charity.
For all your news from the southern regions as it happens, go to our Facebook page. The South Today, connecting you with your community thanks to New Zealand On Air.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
They're part of the family, and like us, their health begins with what they eat too. So give them Radical Dog, made in New Zealand from all natural ingredients and real tart cherries, so it's high in antioxidants. It's a 3-in-1 superfood, giving them energy, flexibility and a healthy coat. With no fillers or nasty preservatives, they love them. It's the treat that can work wonders on every dog, no matter what their breed, age or health. Radical Dog, the new generation in dog food.
My elves and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these teas. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
season, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
Active Interior Design in Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Oh, help! Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician, for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
The University of Otago, New Zealand's only true collegiate university. For first-year students, the history, the expectations of excellence are
unfamiliar.
G'day, I'm next door.
Hi, next door. I'm Samantha Pascoe.
No, you're not. I'm Josh, Clyde, Science. And you are?
Sam, Hastings, Law and Arts.
Tane, Auckland, Commerce. Osaka, Greece, Classics. History.
Calling all Otago superheroes, the 2018 Relay for Life needs your team. On March 17 and 18, the relay teams will join together to create one of the most inspiring events, helping not only to raise funds but also to remember those who have fallen to cancer or are struggling with it. To register your team, simply go to the website and sign on, then start fundraising. It's about celebrating, remembering and fighting back. Be a superhero and register now at relayforlife.org.nz.
Welcome back. Health Minister Dr. David Clark says making medicinal cannabis more readily available will help relieve the suffering of people who are dying in pain. Clark says the legislation introduced today will give people who have chronic illness another avenue of relief. He says there is an increasing evidence to support the use of medicinal cannabis, including within the World Health Organization. The Misuse of Drugs Amendment Bill being introduced today will introduce a medicinal cannabis scheme to enable access to quality products. Presbyterian Support's Warren Rosser says he is blown away by the generosity of locals this Christmas. The charity has received donations from businesses and individuals for hundreds of families this year.
It's a mighty haul of presents this Christmas at Presbyterian Support. The team has been collecting presents all week from organisations and individuals. This morning it was Scenic Hotel's turn to drop off gifts.
The Scenic have done this for a number of years, just a couple of years they've been coming down to Dunedin. Gifts that come down from the Scenic Hotel group up in Christchurch, and we deliver a lot of gifts to different charities around Christchurch and Dunedin.
The hampers are all made up by individuals and many presents are even homemade.
Tyree Men's Shed, a couple of the volunteers made these, and so they would have spent hours cutting them out, putting them all together and painting them.
This year, Presbyterian Support will deliver presents to 250 families.
We give gifts out that go to the whole family, so gifts for parents, gifts for teenage kids, gifts for young kids, boys and girls, and the gifts that come in meet all of those, that whole range of ages.
A family of 4 children dropped by earlier this week with $60 and some toys to donate. They'd raised the money by baking and selling food to the neighbours. And even Santa took time out of his busy schedule to bring presents. Presbyterian Support says the generosity of the community means children across the region will wake up on Christmas Day to find there are gifts to open and something special to eat. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, there's a new club in Gore to join if you're interested in agricultural equipment with a history, and we have tomorrow's weather for you.
My elves and I just love coming to Alex Campbell's. That's my favourite shop. I always get good value here, and good boys really deserve good brands and good quality. Look at these teas. Local beaches on some of them too. This is only for the good boys, the old boys, the young boys. What about some bright shorts for the boys? Excellent.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
What if? That's the question being asked about the future for the Dunedin waterfront. Discover more for yourself by visiting a new display on now at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum. There's information on offer and models that portray the vision. Plus, there are opportunities to share your feedback on the ideas presented. The Dunedin Harbour Vision. What if? See the ideas and designs suggested for the Dunedin Harbour at Toitu Otago Settlers Museum.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
For 3 generations, the Kilpatrick family have ensured Jimmy's pies are still world famous in the South Island. Made to an old family recipe, Jimmy's pies have been one of New Zealand's traditional takeaway foods, prepared daily on the premises alongside a range of savouries, sausage rolls and cakes. Jimmy's pies are distributed throughout the lower South Island. Jimmy's pies are sure to satisfy your travelling munchies.
Gillian's Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillian's know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillian's will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillian's, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Otago SPCA, our role is to make sure that all animals in Dunedin and the Otago region are being looked after properly. Otago SPCA offer a haven for animals in need and adoption opportunities for the community. We appreciate your interest and support. For help and advice, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have any concerns, give us a call.
Active interior designer Mornington are the curtain and blind experts. The team can even advise you on outdoor products like awnings and umbrellas, and will ensure that everything is perfect. For interior design with flair, call Active to book your free in-home consultation or call into the showroom in Mornington.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Loss of collagen is the reason for those fine lines and wrinkles. Silberhorn's Collagen Plus naturally supports your collagen levels, giving you younger, firmer looking skin, healthier, shinier hair and stronger nails. Joints, tendons, ligaments and cartilage all benefit from healthy collagen levels, the very foundation of structural health. Support collagen levels naturally with Collagen Plus by Silverhorn. Be quick, buy one now and get a second pack half price. Call now 0800 502 402.
Don't suffer in silence. Call Sunny Chin, Chi Master Body Technician for structural, muscular, emotional bodywork. Phone 03 4250 606 for all your pain relief.
Thanks for staying with us. A young man from Gore has started up a club dedicated to antique agricultural equipment. Last weekend, the White Rig Vintage Machinery Club held its first public event.
Last Saturday and Sunday saw the first working weekend of the White Rig Vintage Machinery Club, with about 30 people turning up on each day. The event included displays of a hammer mill, an oat crusher, a firewood saw wrench, a hay baler, plus a tractor parade. The club's president is 15-year-old Alex Smith, who said the equipment came from a personal collection.
We sort of had a bit of a collection of stuff and then thought, well, we might as well show it off. So then we sort of started planning this out and here we are.
Smith is keen for the club to gain more members and see the working weekend become an annual event. Rudy Adrian, The South Today.
And now we take another look back on our year that was. November had torrential rain cause flood damage in Roxburgh, but the sun came out for the annual Queenstown Marathon and Wanaka tourists jostled for room on the top of Mount Roy.
Roxburgh was busy cleaning up after a rainstorm dropped nearly 40 millimetres of water on the town, twice of what would normally fall in the entire month of November. The resulting flood left the town without water and many houses without power. Central Otago Mayor Tim Cadigan was on hand.
One of the main pipes out of the reservoir last night blew out when this event, it happened like that. So our reservoir emptied like quicker than a bathtub, emptied like a bucket getting turned upside down really, it was gone. And on top of that, the power supply into the pumping station has also been washed out. So this morning we're having to get that power situation isolated and sorted. We can't send our people in until we know that it's safe to go in there from a power perspective.
With the growing awareness of the impact of dairy farming and other industries on water quality, Invercargill pupils learned how to raise, look after and eventually release their own salmon. Agriculture and horticulture teacher Joe Williamson was there to guide them through the process.
You can't all learn from reading, so they can actually see and feel, and today we're going to be doing water quality testing with Environment Southland, and the kids can actually see the impact that their actions and the actions of people in the community have on the water and why it's important to look after them.
Tourist pressure started showing in Wanaka, with around 150 hikers climbing Mount Roy every day and jostling for a photo opportunity at the top.
We had to wait for like half an hour to really get it. Like all people were standing in a queue until the next came, and yeah, everyone could take the pictures they want.
Yeah, quite a few people. It's pretty hectic, but it's absolutely stunning.
The sun shone down on 10,000 runners in Queenstown's annual marathon. Sam Rayford from Timaru won in record time, while others chose to make the day a more novel experience.
How are you feeling? Baked. Absolutely baked.
Do you need some water?
I'm fine.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. There's not much Christmas cheer for 85 staff who will finish their last shifts at the Dunedin Cadbury factory this Friday. Strong winds hit the south yesterday afternoon with gusts of up to 115 kilometres per hour recorded in both the Catlins and on Dunedin's swampy summit. And hundreds of anxious farmers attended a meeting in Winton last night about the cow disease Mycoplasma bovis and asked MPI some questions. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville. What have you got for us in tomorrow's paper?
Well, there's a story about a woman who was diagnosed with a terminal cancer and planned her funeral, was referred to the hospice, and it turned out that the diagnosis was false. She's obviously relieved in one way, but unhappy about the process and what happened. So it's a very interesting story. We wouldn't...
a mixture of emotions for that one.
Must be. On the mistake front, water pipe laid in Anderson's Bay, and it appears the pipe was a little too small, and another 6 months' work and $100,000 will cost ratepayers to get it relayed, and disruption around the school up there.
So there could be some very irate ratepayers.
Yeah, so to see, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Dunedin Council of Social Services appears to be in some turmoil. There's a report on that. And also on council plans to make it safer for pedestrians around the central city schools. That's Kavanagh, Otago Girls, Otago Boys, St Joseph's and Arthur Street. So there'll be some implications in that. Finally, I thought I'd mention on the arts page there's an interview with Emma Neal. She's a Dunedin author of poetry and fiction and publisher, and she's the new editor of Landfall, which is New Zealand's oldest literature and arts magazine. Viewers might remember she also for several years selected the weekly poem in the ODT, so there's a nice picture and story about her.
Fantastic, something for everyone in tomorrow's paper. Thank you, Phil. And now it's time to look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsval.
Starting with today's southern view, taking off workers at the top of a crane in Dunedin. Looking at the situation, another cold front will pass over the south tomorrow with a change to colder air and some rain or showers. Fine weather is expected on Friday and Saturday, then things heat up on Sunday with a warmer northwesterly airflow. Another front will arrive on Christmas Day. Looking at the south, Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden are in for decreasing southwesterlies, showers easing and 14 degrees for all of you. Moving over to central, Alexandra, Queenstown and Wanaka can all expect southwesterly change, showers in 18, Tiana, showers in easing and 13. Up to the north, Timaru, Omarama and Twizel are in for a southwesterly change, showers later in 20, the same for Oamaru but marginally cooler at 19 degrees. And in Dunedin tonight, cloudy with scattered rain around till dawn. It will be breezy with an overnight low of 10, some light rain tomorrow morning, clearing with a change to cooler fresh winds. Dry for a time, then light showers developing again for a while mid-afternoon, 17 and 9. And mostly cloudy on Friday with breezy northeasterlies developing, 16 and 12. And in Invercargill tonight, rain developing with an overnight low of 11. Tomorrow cloudy with rain easing to showers and fresh gusty cool winds decreasing. Showers clearing tomorrow evening, 13 and 8. And becoming fine on Sunday and sunny on Friday, but still cool with moderate westerly winds, 14 and 8. And that's our news for this Wednesday. For the latest news from the southern region, you can follow us on Facebook and at channel39.co.nz. I hope you all have a great evening. Take care. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.